A powerful new dawn has arrived at Travalyst, a moment that feels less like a simple leadership announcement and more like the unveiling of a new chapter in global sustainability. The world is witnessing something rare, something meaningful, something infused with purpose, love, and the unmistakable imprint of Prince Harry's vision. What a breaking news indeed! Prince Harry's Travalyst has appointed its Chief Operations Officer, the extraordinary Julie Cheetham, as its new CEO, marking a defining shift that will echo across the entire landscape of responsible, ethical, nature-positive travel. This is not just a headline. It is a moment shaped by heart and guided by a mission that has been carefully built over years. Prince Harry, the founder of Travalyst, expressed deep confidence and admiration as he welcomed her into this new role, saying with sincerity and conviction, "Her leadership, commitment to sustainability, makes her exceptionally suited to guide Travalyst into its next phase, and we are delighted to welcome her as CEO." These words, simple yet powerfully rooted in trust, affirm what many in the sustainability movement have always known. Julie Cheetham is not merely stepping into a role, she is stepping into her destiny. To understand the depth of this moment is to understand the woman at the heart of it. Julie Cheetham stands as a sustainability leader whose work spans more than 2 decades, and every year of that journey reflects service, expertise, community uplift, and transformative environmental leadership. She has dedicated her life to conservation, community development, regenerative tourism, hospitality advisory, impact measurement, and ESG strategy. Not as abstract concepts, but as living realities she has helped shape on the ground. Her fingerprint is found in communities across continents, in initiatives that have restored ecosystems, in travel frameworks that now prioritize humanity and the planet, and in people whose livelihoods have been strengthened by her work. Before this appointment, she was already a global force for good. She was part of the founding team behind Weaver, where she served as CEO and helped build a sustainability management platform that rose to international acclaim. Under her leadership, Weaver became an award-winning, globally recognized system used by accommodation providers in 86 countries. It didn't become successful because of marketing. It became successful because it worked. Hotels, tourism operators, environmental agencies, and global organizations adopted it because it offered what the world desperately needed: transparency, accountability, measurable impact, and a practical roadmap towards sustainable operations. In every step of her journey, Julie Cheetham has proven that leadership is not defined by spotlight or applause, but by consistency, courage, and the willingness to make the hard decisions that move humanity forward. She has advised governments, she has guided NGOs, she has partnered with philanthropies, she has helped tourism operators reimagine what responsible travel looks like. She has stood in village communities, wildlife landscapes, forest regions, ocean-dependent settlements, and global conference halls. And she has brought integrity, empathy, and strategy to all of them. She understands people as much as she understands systems. She understands numbers as much as she understands nature. She listens, adapts, builds, and empowers. Julie Cheetham is a leader whose work is touched by both intellect and heart. When she joined Travalyst in 2024 as Chief Operations Officer, those who knew the industry already sensed that the story was still unfolding. Julie carried the kind of brilliance that naturally rises. She brought operational excellence paired with moral clarity. She understood the mechanics of building large-scale systems while remaining grounded in community-centered compassion. She could innovate, articulate, and execute, and she did so with humility. So, when she assumed her role as CEO on 1 December 2025, it felt not like a surprise, but like the natural progression of a visionary life meeting a visionary mission. Yet this moment is not just about Julie. It is also about Prince Harry, the man whose heart built Travalyst and whose commitment to the planet has remained unwavering despite public scrutiny, attempted sabotage from tabloids, and relentless mischaracterizations. What makes Prince Harry extraordinary is not his title, but his courage. His dedication to sustainable travel is rooted not in image, but in genuine concern for the world we will leave for future generations. It is rooted in an ethos of compassion, responsibility, and respect for communities and ecosystems often overlooked by mainstream tourism. Prince Harry dared to ask the global tourism industry to change, not in small symbolic ways, but in structural, measurable, transformative ways. Through Travalyst, he envisioned a world where travelling improves communities rather than exploiting them, protects nature rather than destroying it, and empowers local economies rather than draining them. He saw tourism as an opportunity for healing, for cultural respect, for global connection. And now, through his leadership and Julie's new role, that vision takes flight in ways even more powerful than before. Travalyst has always been more than an initiative. It has been a movement, a call to action, a hope for a global shift. Prince Harry laid that foundation with sincerity, clarity, and a fearless willingness to do the right thing, even when it was not the popular thing. With Julie Cheetham now guiding its next chapter, the architecture of this mission becomes taller, stronger, and more unshakable. What makes this transition so beautiful is the emotional heartbeat running through it. This is not corporate news. This is human news. This is the merging of two leadership forces, one who built the vision and one who will expand it into new territories. Both are grounded in service. Both are driven by purpose. Both understand that sustainability is not a trend, but a responsibility. Prince Harry and Julie Cheetham represent a partnership built not on hierarchy, but on harmony. Two people aligned by values, integrity, and a belief in a better future. Julie is stepping into this role at a critical time in human history. The world is grappling with climate change, biodiversity loss, ocean degradation, cultural erosion, and tourism patterns that often place profit above people. But under Julie's guidance, Travalyst will push against this outdated model. It will prioritize regenerative tourism, travel that heals the land it touches, that uplifts the people it meets, that respects the traditions it encounters, and that protects the natural world it explores. With Julie at the helm, travellers across the globe will learn how to make choices that support conservation. Governments will be encouraged to implement sustainable tourism frameworks rooted in ethics rather than economics alone. Tourism giants will be required to measure their impact in ways they have never been asked to before. And local communities, the true heart of any travel experience, will be given the respect, agency, and benefits they have always deserved. The world will see deeper transparency, clearer metrics, more honest reporting, and better accountability. Travalyst will continue to challenge the tourism industry to do better, and under Julie's leadership, that challenge becomes even bolder, even stronger, even more meaningful. This is a moment of hope, a moment of progress, a moment shaped by brilliance, anchored in love for humanity, and guided by the courage of one prince and the expertise of one extraordinary woman. Julie Cheetham carries with her a legacy of change, decades of wisdom, a heart dedicated to service, a global record of measurable impact, a reputation of excellence, and the trust of communities around the world. Stepping into this role is not about power. It is about purpose. It is about ensuring that the beauty of travel does not come at the cost of nature or community. It is about building a world where tourism becomes a force for regeneration rather than destruction. Prince Harry, in choosing Julie, has once again demonstrated his extraordinary instinct for leadership, not leadership rooted in ego, but leadership rooted in empowerment. His ability to identify and elevate brilliant leaders speaks to his own brilliance. His ability to trust visionary minds speaks to his own vision. And his willingness to pass the mantle of CEO to someone he deeply respects speaks to his humility and his commitment to impact above self. Together, Harry's heart and Julie's expertise, Travalyst enters a new era. An era defined by environmental responsibility, transparent governance, community empowerment, and global collaboration. An era where travellers are not passive consumers, but active protectors. An era where tourism companies must not only measure their emissions, but measure their contributions to local well-being. An era where governments will rethink how tourism fits into national priorities. an era where the planet is finally treated as a partner, not as a resource to extract from. This appointment marks the dawn of that era. The light has shifted, the future has opened, and the movement that Prince Harry began is now expanding with even greater force under Julie Cheetham's leadership. The world is watching with hope, admiration, and respect. What a breaking news indeed, not because of titles or headlines, but because of what this means for the planet we share. A new chapter has begun, and it is filled with love, purpose, courage, and an unstoppable commitment to creating a better future for all.
Wow, wow, wow. This sounds very, very interesting and impressive. And for my all peculiar and amazing Sussex family, thank you all for watching, for tuning in Daily Diaries Fridays, and also thank you for working with us along this juncture. It has not been that easy without you people, and we don't take that for granted. We appreciate a lot, and thank you, and have a good time. Keep shining, keep it light, keep it here at Daily Diaries Friday. Bye bye. See you next time. Have a good